at the Welsh Championship. I don't know if it's the Osprey Welsh Championship as well, whether it's just an open meeting, but either. Here we are with DJ Edwards and Viv Townsend, both legends in their own underpants. What results do you have yesterday?
3 firsts.
3 firsts, that tells the story. Okay, so let's quickly talk me through the boat first. Hartley, is it?
It's a Hartley, yeah.
Okay, so how long have you had it, number one?
I've had it for about 4 years, I think, and we bought it second hand off someone. I think it was made in about 2012.
Okay.
So it's what, 11 years old?
Right. Okay, and how about your actual results in the class? How have you done? Have you got a good record?
Well, we don't normally sail together in Osprey.
Okay.
Viv sails with Matt Burge and I sail randomly with various people.
Whoever will have you.
Yes. Viv's won the Nationals a good few times, as I have myself.
Yeah. I mean, like knowing we way around the front of the boat is like obviously pivotal in anywhere, but in smaller tracks, I imagine where you've got to get the spinnaker up and down quick, you need to know what you're doing. So clearly you do.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look around the boat then. You know, like yesterday, so we had what, force 2 to 3, I'd say, something like that. What was your kind of setup? This is for Osprey sailors. Normal sailors of other classes, this probably won't apply, but it'll apply to Osprey sailors. So tell us what you did to make sure.
Neutral all day.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't really. It just holds the mast
in the position, neutral position.
Yeah, in neutral position.
So we essentially have three settings. So we have a light wind setting, which is the 24'6". We have a medium setting, which is 24'4", and then a windy setting, which is 24'2". So you're basically raking back as it gets windier.
Yeah. So what's that? Top of mast to top of transom?
Yeah, to the transom. Right, yeah.
And as you rake back, so the strut comes on, moves back as well to just keep the mast in the same column.
So we've got adjustable shrouds, which when you move them, so this is our shroud.
Okay.
And if you see which one is it? This one here. This is
all right. Okay. So that's your markings on the deck.
Yeah.
Right.
You see that moves there.
Got you. Yeah.
And similarly, we've got the rig tension, which is the jib halyard, is on the other side. You see that moving as well.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay.
So as you're raking, you've got 6'4" and 2, and 6'4" and 2 on the other one as well. And you've got a corresponding mark on the strut. So as you're raking back, and the mast comes back, the strut's coming back as well.
All right. Okay.
And if you're overpowered on any setting, you just use the strut a little bit, just to give it a little bit more.
All right, so
perfect for Osprey. They're right on the money. But the first race, the second reach of the trapezoid was too close.
A bit too tight, yeah. A bit
Couldn't get the
fetch,
kite
wasn't
off.
it? Yeah.
But other than that, it's a good day sailing.
I mean, how do you fly your spinnaker and go, oh no, it's not, we're not able to go as high as the wind as we want, and we'll just get it out of the way? Or
I think luckily by having been doing it for so long, by the colour of our hair, you can tell, I got a pretty good idea of whether we're going to carry it or not before we.
Yeah, you know, you can.
And we did do a lap. We did when we went out to start. Before we started, we did do a lap, so we knew.
Yeah, the second reach wasn't going to.
We knew we weren't going to be able to hold it on that reach.
Okay.
Because there's nothing worse than jiving and realising that you're not going to hold it, and then you waste a lot of time and distance getting the kite down. So I think it's always quite good to do a lap if you can, so you've got an idea of where everything is.
So on the solo, obviously our centre board is quite pivotal. We use it a lot. We tend to bring it up quite a bit when it's a bit breezy. Is it similar with the sort of spray, or is it, or have you just got it down all the time on the upwinds because you got the leverage?
When it's up to fully powered, we have the boards full down, and then as we get more and more, as the wind increases in gusts, I do tend to pull it up. Not much, about top of the board comes up about an inch or two at the most. Yeah. But that's the maximum upwind. Unless it gets.
Can you feel the difference then? You feel it on weather helm coming on.
It just stops it tripping over itself.
Yeah.
And then downwind. So actually, yesterday I was sailing downwind on the reaches with quite a lot of board down.
Right.
More than what I probably would have done in the past.
Okay.
And I think that was working pretty well.
Stop it going sideways.
Yeah. You just feel that as the board comes up too high, you can actually feel the power going out of the rig.
Right.
And I think in the past I'd probably been sailing, I realised there was a bit too much board down. I mean,
they're also quite a round boat, so they roll quite a lot, and if you don't have the plate down, you spend your whole time rocking around, which isn't fast and can get a bit wet if you go too. Distance across them, because they're so much bigger than a fireball. You know, in a fireball when you tack, you just sort of almost
already on there.
Yeah, the side here, you only got halfway, and you've got another halfway to go. You know.
Yeah.
And trying to get in and out one of these trapezes can be quite hard because it's a big step out.
Yeah.
Normally in a trapeze boat, you sort of kick off the plate case.
Yes.
But in this actually, your bum's only here when you. So you actually have to do a little skip out. Hop out
to get your legs out.
Yeah. But and obviously they're a lot longer as well. I find sometimes the communication of the boat's a bit difficult because if you're at the front putting the pole on and he's at the back,
so how about that trim wise then? I mean, how far back are you guys when you're in like yesterday in those planing conditions? You're coming quite a long way back to get the bow out, or
no, about here.
So you're about on the thwart level with the thwarter's crew,
and you just keep your weight together.
And you're snug up to him.
Front leg is up.
Keep it together,
And you watch the bow. You can watch the bow coming out, and if the breeze drops a little bit, you step forward to get the bow back in and get a bit more waterline length.
Okay, give you more drive,
Yeah, and then as the breeze gets up, you just take one step back and to get the bow out a little bit. But you're not moving great distances.
Okay.
Obviously, you are on the reach. You get a bit further back on the reach.
Yeah.
But upwind, no.
Like so much then? I mean, obviously it isn't the other sailors because they all hate each other.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something really classy.
And we hate each other.
Yeah. It's a good sociable class. They go to some good venues. I mean, there's a big fleet down at Mounts Bay, and I think Mounts Bay and Cornwall is one of the best sailing venues in the country.
Yeah.
So I last sailed Ospreys about 30 years ago, and the reason I got into one then was because the Nationals at Mounts Bay, and I did it for 3 or 4 years after that. And then again, the Nationals were down at Mounts Bay about 3 or 4 years ago, and me and Matt Birch decided to get one so we could go to Mounts Bay. So they go to some really good venues. They go to Tenby a lot, which is a great venue.
Yeah.
So going to good venues attracts you into the class. Plus, you can pick one up reasonably cheap. I mean, this was 5-6 grand when we bought it second hand, and it's a championship winning boat. There are not many boats you can get for that sort of price. And you get reasonable fleets. Well, I don't know how many boats we've got. 15, 16? Which these days is a good number for an open meeting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So no, they're just.
The class seems to be doing a good job as well at the moment. They're pretty proactive. They've got the class boat, which is here.
Yeah.
And it's a good boat. It's often those class boats and things end up a little bit especially in a boat which has got so many
Yeah.
parts. But it's in really good condition. But yeah, they're working pretty hard, and I think that at the moment they seem to be pretty successful
Yeah.
in the way that dinghy sailing is as well. I think they're sort of bucking the trend a little bit.
So are you two guys going to Hailing for the Nationals? Are you got a plan for that yet or not?
Not together.
Not together, right? Yeah.
So
Okay.
Viv definitely is.
I'm definitely doing it with Matt, and
Okay.
we're already entered. He's trying to find a boat to try and beat us.
For those who weren't in the boat this morning, DJ actually polished this himself. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well done, that's all right. I'm videoing it, so I'll take a snapshot. Don't worry. We'll make you look good.